So what am I doing here? Oh, who knows. Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and welcome to the final episode of Pokémon Colosseum. Man, time flies with the series, huh? But last time, we took care of a guy that tried to imposter me and mistake my fame. Yeah, that's not a very good thing to do. So in this episode, let's take our final steps into the Orre region by starting off here in the Under, because I actually am curious to see if Net says anything else after we have snagged all of the Shadow Pokemon. Now that we have snagged that Shadow Togepi from the last episode, let's see. I know that's his PC! Well, I guess the trouble's over. It sure was shocking. I'm glad everything was resolved. At least he says something, that's for sure. Yeah, we're both okay. So glad, that's my hero. You're so inspiring. Aww. I love inspiring the little kitties all around. And do you have anything to say as well? I was blown away by this whole thing. It's not easy being famous, huh? You will know it. But there is some dialogue that does change after you, well, pretty much oh, right. I'll take the elevator then. There's some dialogue that pretty much change after you beat Evis and or beat Seth. Or, yeah, Seth. It was named Seth. It was named after us. He tried to imposter us, that guy. But still, a lot of things were available to you after you beat Seth, so no particular reason you shouldn't actually be able to ignore that or anything like that. But with that, I'm gonna actually head over to a gate village, because there is some purification I actually want to do here. And all the trainers here remain the same, so feel free to battle them if you like, but at this point, you should have battled all your trainers. You don't need to do any more battling unless you want to grind to level 100 to get to the other Colosseum battles in battle mode, which I doubt you'd want to do. Back at the Purification Chamber, there is actually one last Shadow Pokemon I would like to purify, and it'll be for the purpose of what's upcoming as well. I've replaced Mareep with Remoraid. This Remoraid I actually took into the daycare, but don't worry, I actually took him out right before it got expensive. In fact, it took me 4,000 Pokédollars to get him back, and it was way before I did all this, so we're fine on that one. Anyways, let's purify Remoraid and see how much experience you get. Open the door to this heart, regain Bubble Beam, and that was anticlimactic. I thought with the daycare you got more experience, but I guess not. Well, rip Octillery. But that is one way to actually get your Pokemon close to purification, is through the daycare. And I actually recommend it for any low-level Pokemon that may take a beating in purification form. So with that being said, I'll meet you guys back over in Phoenix City, because there's a couple things we can do up there. Well, one big one and one small one I actually do want to show up. No, wait, no. Before I actually go over to Phoenix City, let me meet you guys over in Mount Battle. Because I'm not going to be taking on Mount Battle throughout this entire series. That would be painful to do. But I will inform you guys that there are some challenges up ahead if you want to do this. And in fact, so much challenges that there are even a few different 100 few battles for your final battle on Mount Battle, the 100th. There's a completely different one for story mode, one for battle mode single battle, and one for battle mode double battles. They go the extra round, make sure the Mount Battle is pretty special, and I'll be sure to provide you guys with the the information on screen right now, so that you can kind of take a look at the trainers here. But as usual, the prices are the same. The pretty much all the formats the same. However, if you purify all 48 Shadow Pokemon in story mode and beat Mount Battle in battle mode, your reward is a Ho-Oh. This is technically the last Pokemon you can get. However, I'm not going to get it because, again, pretty painful to do all that. And yeah, if you didn't go to any events in the 3rd generation, this would have been your only way to get Ho-Oh. They made it a lot more painful back in the 3rd generation than they did right now, which they hint you Pokemon for free, like the legendary Ho-Ohs and whatnot, by events at GameStop and whatnot. Back in my days, you had to work for it. You had to bring your Game Boy Advance, you had to connect to a certain box or Yeah, that's pretty much how you had to do it, or you had to go through whopping hours of Pokemon Colosseum to get your Ho-Oh. It made it easier for Lugia, but we'll get into that much later. But yeah, legendary Pokemon back then were pretty painful to get. Glad they... If you played Pokemon nowadays, be thankful you're getting legendary Pokemon fight events. Because it was way more painful to do those kind of things back in my days. I feel old. I feel way too old. And finally back here in Phoenix City is... Well, first thing I want to show you guys is something you technically could have done ever since you beat Evis, but I figured now would be a good time to show you since we're all done with the story mode stuff. Down here is a trading center. Once again, if you've beaten Evis, you can technically trade your Pokemon through other games, and that's why I have my Remoraid. This is a trade center. You may trade Pokemon with a Game Boy Advance pack using the GCN GBA cable. Ah, the good old days. And back when you could trade with yourself and get away with it. Now there's GTS, where you can still trade with yourself but not feel the pain of trading with yourself for Pokemon you already have. So we're gonna go ahead and trade. Okay, we're gonna save our progress. And with that, it'll show you guys how to actually trade your Pokemon. So we do need a separate Game Boy Advance cable, and we'll need to turn on the power here. As you can see here, I actually do have a Game Boy Advance game on right now, or the Game Boy Advance. And you can trade with any of the Pokemon games in the 3rd generation, that being Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, or Leaf Green, and Emerald. Technically, they encourage you to wait until you've gotten everything in Sevi Islands. Oh. Please turn... Oh, what? Wait, what? I'm doing it right. Connecting... Yeah, what the heck? It shows that it's... Oh, that's... Could have sworn you could have done this with one like in the National Pokedex. Alrighty, well, good thing I have other games. Well, when in doubt, 3rd gen and out. I could have sworn you could actually trade with Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I guess it's up to the Elite Four. I know it says technically you would have to wait until you beat the Elite Four and then do get the gems one, and don't forget to trade with Pokemon Colosseum, but it's been able to work beforehand. I don't know what happened with that. Alrighty, so with this trading, yeah, you can kind of see my bad team. Pokemon Sapphire. And my name on there was Ash. Wow, that's bad. But as you can see, you can technically trade with any of your Pokemon through Ruby and Sapphire. And again, Fire and Leaf Green if you've beaten the Elite Four and completed the Sevi Islands, getting the gems and whatnot. And upon actually trading in any of your Pokemon through this method, you can actually obtain the National Pokedex in Ruby and Sapphire early, depending which Pokemon you trade. And as you can see here, there's a Jirachi. I technically do not have Jirachi in my PDA. So, wow. Actually, you know what? This will also be good. Wait, hold on. Don't I have, like... Because technically, I have a lot of unused TMs. This could be a good method, but I am just doing this for demonstration purposes, so I won't need to do anything else, really. Anyway, well, so let's go ahead and trade in our Pokemon, and you'll see a nice little trade animation. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Once you do that, you can trade infinite times as long as your Game Boy Advance is still connected to your GameCube. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to turn on the Game Boy Advance system right now. And there we go. Now our Jirachi is, well, the Jirachi I got from Ruby and Sapphire is now inside of our game. And this is also a really good way, again, should you have beaten the Elite Four and the 7 Islands from Fire and Leaf Green, to transfer some Pokemon that were not available in Pokemon Colosseum but were available in later games. That being the original 151 Pokemon, again minus those that did appear in the Hoenn Pokedex. Some of the baby Pokemon, that being Cleffa, Smoochum, Elekid, Magby, and Tyrogue, Unknown, yes, unknown, were not available in this game. Lugia, Celebi, and any of the Hoenn legendary Pokemon. And Mythics, as you can see right here. Pretty interesting list of Pokemon that we were not able to get. Also, this is a Brave Mage, I just realized. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to see if I have any TMs for this thing, because quite honestly, I'm not really comfortable with... Wait, that's Wish, right? Skill Swap isn't that good either, so let me see. I don't know if you can learn any of these or whatnot. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Well, maybe one of these. Oh, well, it's the same thing. Well, the good news is I do have money, so I can actually teach you some TMs as well. Not that I'm going to use you throughout this entire thing, but I'll get into a much later point where I'll show you guys how you can get your own Jirachi, because there was actually a clever way of actually getting your own Jirachi. But, again, I'll do it right now. Might as well. I'm be honestly gonna be doing this a lot with my Pokemon in here, because they're only at the I'm only at the 8th gym in that Ruby game. Reset so many times, and I've only ever beaten the Elite Four like twice in those games, to be honest. So let me make a quick adjustment here. Okay, so back in Phoenix City, there isn't really anything else I want to do. You apologize to Saw on TV. I need an apology. I'm sorry that I blamed you for that Pokemon trouble. To show you my apologies, instead I'll run around the phone until you tell me to stop. Oh? I told you to stop. That's the greatest reward out there. Yeah. If you talk to him, he apologizes. That's pretty good. But we do need to get Jirachi added into our PDA. By doing that, we need to talk to you. I'm glad this will be our last time doing this. I guess you made a new Pokemon, so let's update your data. There you go. Alright. Hate the fact you have to do that every single time, but with any Pokemon that you traded in, go inside our strategy memo, and it should pop up. Oh, wait. Well, let's do it this way. And there we go. Jirachi has now been added. We can hear its cry, we can view it, and we can see its size. Pretty good for a 3D model, if I say so myself. Well, that's pretty much all we can get. But again, I will be showing how you can get your own Jirachi. Figured we'd do some battles on the way too. Well, for one thing, to kind of level up this Jirachi, so that way whenever I'm stuck on the 8th badge, so I might as well just train up a little bit. But if you go inside back into the mayor's building, you can actually face these two again. And you know what? We'll also do that. Oh no, not again. After we finally got our freedom. I don't think we're here for you to beat all the time. I'm putting an end to this once and for all. Well, good luck with that. I have a new Jirachi. You're going to get pwned, son. But yeah, you can actually face these guys, and they have higher level Pokemon now. So that's pretty interesting in case you're up for a little bit of a challenge with some new familiar faces. But with old familiar faces and new ones because we have Jirachi. Don't worry, Man Ray's coming back. Just figured I'd do a little bit of this before I trade it back in. So it's Psychic, and you're gonna be a threat. Let's Dragon Claw. And very luckily, these guys are 7 levels below us, so don't be too much of a... Okay, maybe they will be. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I'm surprised I'm actually faster than Naruto's. Surprised by that, actually. And hey, my Jirachi is actually going to take a look at some of these Pokemon. Why? Why would you hit? Say? Oh wow, Jirachi's bulkier than I thought. You took out your own ally though, so that's a shame right there, if I say so myself. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Okay. And he has a Machoke, okay. Alrighty, so Dragon Claw, and I believe Psychic's not going to take it out, but at least the good news is any Pokemon that you traded in will get extra experience. This is a event Pokemon, so Jirachi will be getting a little more than enough experience for it to survive. As Generalist, gotta remember that. And if you were able to take out Northquake with Dusclops, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to take whatever it hits you with. Ooh, special defense. Nice. Oh, earthquake. Oh boy. Well, nice battle there, Jirachi. I'm sorry. You should have gotten more experience there. Aw, this fitting animation's so sad and it's kind of cute at the same time. Let's finish you up with Vulcan too, I guess. Actually, no. I'll have Vulcan. No. No. I'll have Vulcan revive the Jirachi, and then we'll have Dustin take care of it. And actually, you know what? I might as well have you hold the experience share too, since I'll be using you for a little bit of grinding as well. We'll actually need it at this point. At least for my thing, you'll need the experience. So we'll do that for this last trainer. I feel like by doing that, we'll be getting a little bit more experience, and that'll be pretty good for us. I'll actually have to start doing that if I want to be deeply forward with this team, because I do have plans for another playthrough some point in the future. But there we go. We have Trudley, and you can battle these guys as many times as you like. So if you missed that Shadow Makuhita somehow, this is a perfect time for you to go back and actually catch that Shadow Makuhita. I won't battle you again, he says. Alrighty, so I think you're restored now. Let's go ahead and heal you up, and then I will. Good thing I actually brought a lot of hyper potions, because stuff like this, man, stuff like this is good. Not doing that. Giving you the experience share for this momentous occasion, and now let's talk to you. What? How did you know we were here? You persisted past. That's it. We're gonna kick you out of here by force. Sir, this is a building now. This is a free building. I can leave whenever the heck I want. You don't have to tell me to do that. And his Pokemon are Exploud and Ludicolo. I'm scared about the Ludicolo. We're gonna knock it out first. Knock out the most threatening Pokemon unless you have Earthquake. In which case, that might be a bad thing for Jirachi here. Not a problem though. Oh, Fake Out. You faking out the Jirachi? That'd be cool. You faked out a Jirachi. Not that it matters because it's levels lower than you, and you could have easily flinched Dustin. Why you didn't flinch Dustin, I will never understand. Alright, I did a decent chunk, and you also have Earthquake. That's actually a really good combo, that Earthquake with Ludicolo, which won't be able to take as much. Oof, that's a good heal right there. That is definitely a good heal. A good heal indeed. Alrighty. So with you, I'm actually going to use another max Hyper Potion. Yeah, normally I was going to actually use Jirachi. I was only going to show off like a Pokemon from Leaf Green, but like I mentioned before, I was able to do it earlier, other than the Elite Four. So there is proof you can actually do that earlier, but I guess better now than never, I suppose. And level 40. Nice. What are you trying to learn? Future Speed. Ooh, Future Sight. That could be good. I'll get rid of Wish. I will get rid of Wish. Honestly, don't need it. Future Sight is a lot better because I can double hit, and that'll be good for the Pokemon Ruby game. And Earthquake once again. Not worried. Yeah, you know what? I should be worried. I should be worried. Should be worried. Actually, you know what? No. Oh, I have to go first anyways. We'll Psychic, see how much you do, and then I'm going to Dragon Claw once again. That'll be my best strategy against these guys. Let's see, 53. That's a good amount of damage. And how much are you going to do against a level 53? Level 40 difference. Oh, critical hit! Okay, Jirachi's moving itself to be very worthy. And I think it's going to go to 41 after this. Because look at that experience. Ooh, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Well, it was only black for me, but hopefully that's one of the few times I actually will show you guys a black screen. I shouldn't have bothered. So yeah, I figured since we're ending off our series in home, we might as well battle the first two people that actually, or the first three people that actually gave us the battling experience in backwards orders. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna trade back in this Jirachi, or actually, I might do that later on. Like, I'll do it off screen. But for now, I need to get back all of the team members right now, including our beloved Mantine, which has been in the PC this whole time. Poor Man Ray. Poor Man Ray. Alright, so Jirachi, you can go in the PC box for a bit, but don't worry, I'll bring you back in. Wait. Well, I'll figure stuff out later. But for now, we needed to take care of one final battle here in Pokemon Colosseum before I wrap up this entire series. And I believe I know the Pokemon to do the exact good job with. The first two Pokemon that actually helped us out, and the first ones we caught and became permanent team members, should have the honors of doing this battle one last time. This one final battle, I mean. Remember when Espeon drew us over here even though I had psychic powers? I guess eventually it was worth it. I mean, unfortunately I had to stay in the PC, but Moonshine definitely got a lot of experience from that. Let me tell you that much. But anyways, I'm here because after catching all the Shadow Pokemon, you can battle him once again. Hey, it's you! I was hoping to see you again! You see, I was itching for another battle with you. It was driving me wonky. Alright, let's battle. I'm not losing this time. Oh, my Pokemon are hard level, so you might be surprised. Ah, the beautiful first battle music. Guess that's a little bit of nostalgia. And he has different Pokemon! It's not just 3 Zigzagoons. Or 2 of them, actually. He has a Linoon, a Cuckoo, and a Dodrio. Unfortunately, those will be pretty easy for us, since we're 62, so not really much of a challenge here. Oh, we're faster. Alright, well, Quick Claw, duh. Quick Claw has been doing Moonshine wonders for this playthrough. I'm very glad I chose Quick Claw instead of something like Black Glasses. I originally was going to replace it with Black Glasses, but Quick Claw is honestly like a match meant for Moonshine and... not much Moonshine. Didn't use on any other Pokemon. And his other Pokemon is Girafarig, a level 54. So yeah, he has 3 normal types with different type varieties, a normal flying and a normal psychic. Never seen that beforehand. So, pretty interesting actually. Didn't think out of all the trainers would be the ones that changed the most. It's actually the first one we actually battled. And I figured this would be a great way to end off all of our battles in Pokemon Colosseum by battling the guy that we battled first. And with the first Pokemon we ever gotten. Well, Umbreon. Well, we also had Espeon, but Espeon was temporary. Alright. You want Psychic? Oh boy! If you want to trigger Rip-Off free, there you go. Girafarig use Psychic on Umbreon. I have a Pokemon named after alcohol. I have a Typhlosion, and now a Pokemon used a move on an incorrect type that doesn't affect it at all. If you want to call me a Trigger Rip-Off, there you go. Now's your chance. I was not expecting that at all. Thank you. Thank you for the good laugh. Girafarig was so different in the beta. That's crazy. It's actually really crazy to think about. And with that, we've done it. We have defeated Willy as our last trainer. Knocked out yet again. But yeah, you really are serious tough. I can't keep up. You know it. And that, my friends, is everything I wanted to do here in Pokemon Colosseum. Well, in terms of the main disc, there is one or two... Well, yeah, there's technically only one other thing I want to show you guys. And that doesn't even involve Pokemon Colosseum itself, but rather a disc that came before Pokemon Colosseum. And yes, that Jirachi now has relevance. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the relevancy of the Jirachi in this Pokemon Colosseum finale. That is right, I'm going over the Pokemon Colosseum bonus disc, which originally was going to be an actual, like, outside recording, like another recording, but since I couldn't find the bonus disc, even though I do have it, I don't know where it ended up. I actually, luckily, did do a playthrough of Pokemon Emerald, and the finale was actually the Jirachi distribution event, so this is where the footage is from. It is narrated over, and funny enough, I didn't think the same finale for Pokemon Emerald would be the finale for Pokemon Colosseum. Times have turned 6 years later. The bonus disc here in North America actually acted as a pre-order, because I remember getting this as a pre-order for Pokemon Colosseum alongside some other game, which I'll explain a little bit later because it's a little awkward. But in this bonus disc actually contained a preview of Pokemon Colosseum, which, to be fair, growing back and looking back at this, it is kind of cheesy, although it is kind of fun to watch nowadays. There's also a preview of Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker, which is an alright movie in my opinion. I haven't watched it in a while, and as a kid I did enjoy it, but I'm not sure if I would enjoy it as much now. And I am not going to show you either one of those because, especially with Jirachi Wishmaker, I wish not to get a copyright strike. But the main course of the bonus disc is of course for you to get Jirachi. So in order for you to get Jirachi, obviously you're going to need the Nintendo GameCube and the bonus disc. Obviously if you don't have these two, then you're probably not going to be able to get Jirachi. You're also going to need a Nintendo GameCube Game Boy Advance cable and an English copy of either Pokemon Ruby or Pokemon Sapphire. This will not work with any of the other third generation games, as I'll explain a little bit later. And of course, you also gotta have a Pokedex and an empty slot. And you need to make sure your game is saved inside the nearby Pokemon Center. Once you have confirmed all of that, simply insert the either Ruby or Sapphire game into your Game Boy Advance console and hook up your Game Boy Advance into the Game Boy part of the GameCube Game Boy Advance cable. Once you do that, you can hook up your Game Boy Advance cable into your GCN. They recommend the 4-player slot, but I'm pretty sure you can do it from any of the other slots, minus player 1, which has the GameCube controller, which is required. And once that is connected, just simply turn on your Game Boy Advance and let the magic happen. And if everything's done correctly, this should pop up on your screen while you're getting your Jirachi. And actually, this footage will show both the Game Boy Advance screen and the Colosseum bonus disc screen all in one, so you'll get to see a little preview of both sides. Easy said and easy done. The best part is, since you have the bonus disc, if you actually have it, you can transfer Jirachi as many times as you like, as long as you make a new save data within your Ruby or Sapphire cartridges. So you can trade with any of the Pokemon games and still get Jirachi if you still have this bonus disc. Now, if you want Jirachi in the other games, I did mention a little bit, but you do need to trade it. Unfortunately, the bonus disc does not apply to even Pokemon Emerald, which is really weird because Pokemon Emerald is pretty much the same as the Ruby and Sapphire, except spiritual differences. But I guess they didn't think of it back then when they were programming the bonus disc, so it only works with Ruby and Sapphire. Fire and Leaf Green, understandable. However, if you want Jirachi in those games, you still have to beat the Elite Four, you have to get the National Pokedex, you have to do all these Sevi Island challenges in order to get Jirachi into either copies of Fire Red or Leaf Green. Now, upon obtaining this Jirachi, it will always be at level 5. Its trainer name will be Wishmaker, obviously referencing Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker. It has the movesets of Confusion, Wish, and Rest, and it can either hold the Salac Berry or the Ganlon Berry. Obviously, this is done to fix the berry glitch in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and this is one of a few ways you can actually do that. One of them I know you can get a shiny Zigzagoon for doing that. And speaking of, this Jirachi can also be shiny. I never knew about this. If you're looking for a shiny Jirachi, this is a perfect time to do so. You're gonna have to do a little bit of grinding and probably resetting and whatnot, but it's nice to know you can always get a shiny Jirachi if you put effort into it. Now, I should warn you, if you're watching this from Australia or Europe, this bonus disc was not available to you guys. Instead, you had to get Jirachi from Pokemon Channel after unlocking the full version of Pichu Brothers and Party Panic. Why do I say that? Because this is the only time I will be talking about Pokemon Channel on this channel ever. Seriously, the worst Pokemon game ever made. And it's also worth noting that this bonus disc was not available in Japan either. Instead, the Japanese version of the bonus disc for Pokémon Colosseum actually gave out Celebi. To put it briefly, Celebi's obtainability was the same as Jirachi, meaning that you would need a GameCube to Game Boy Advance converter, and just transfer to any of your 3rd generation games. This does require Pokemon Colosseum, however, with all 48 Shadow Pokemon purified, to transfer that specific Celebi into Pokemon Colosseum. That sounds complicated, and I don't know why they made it that complicated. However, once that Celebi is in your Pokemon Colosseum game, it can be transferred 48 different times to 48 different games across the main 3rd generation games. Not just Ruby and Sapphire. Fire and Leaf Green and Pokemon Emerald can also give you a Celebi if you have been the Elite Four and you have saved in the Pokemon Center. Obviously with Fire and Leaf Green, I think that also requires the Sevi Islands and a National Pokedex as well. Unlike Jirachi, which was obtainable at level 5, Celebi will always be at level 10, and it will have the moves Confusion, Recover, Heal Bell, and Safeguard. Only one attacking move and the rest just like supportive. Then again, Celebi is a pretty good supportive Pokemon, so I can't really blame it either. And its original trainer is actually Agato, which is actually a gate village, which is pretty interesting fact, and I never really knew that much about it. But alongside Celebi, there's also a special Pikachu that can be obtained from the Japanese bonus disc into, again, Japanese versions of the 3rd generation cartridges. This Pikachu will be at level 10, and it will always hold a Light Ball. So this is an easy way to get a Pichu with the move Volt Tackle, which for a while was very, very exclusive and very rare to come upon. Again, this can be transferred to any of your 3rd generation games, and I believe you don't need to beat the Elite Four, get the National Pokedex, and save in the Pokemon Center. Obviously, you have to save at the Pokemon Center, but you don't need to do the Elite Four stuff. I think you could just transfer it simply from the bonus disc into any of the Game Boy Advance games. It will have, of course, its standard moves of Thundershock, Growl, Tail Whip, and Thunder Wave. Nothing really changes there, but its original trainer name is Colosseum. Very different from Celebi's. Then again, you are transferring again from the bonus disc into the Game Boy Advance cartridges. So yeah, they were able to not only get a Pikachu with a rare item, but they were also able to get a very rare Pokemon that none of us in North America would ever get. Which, I guess to be fair, Jirachi was also hard to obtain in Japan. So, does that make that bonus disc completely pointless compared to ours because they had previews? Of course not! The Japanese bonus disc of Pokemon Colosseum actually had better previews, and actually way more previews than what we did. We only had a preview for an anime movie and the game itself. The Japanese version had previews for upcoming Nintendo games, which were at the time between 2003 and 2004, including Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, Donkey Konga, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Advance, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Mario Party 5. Well, it's official! Japan won the bonus disc contest! I mean, don't get me wrong, Jirachi's great, but I'd rather take previews of GameCube games upcoming from all of Nintendo rather than an anime movie preview, which can be distributed on any of the Pokemon DVDs. But I'll still take the preview of Pokemon Colosseum because, you know, that always sounds fun. So, as for the game that I got alongside this Pokemon Colosseum bonus disc, this is going to be a really awkward situation for me explaining this. I did not get any of your typical Nintendo games at the time. I didn't get Mario Sunshine, which a lot of kids would be playing alongside getting this, Kirby Air Ride, or heck, even Pokemon Channel for some odd reason would make a lot more sense in this game I got. No, none of those. The game I got alongside this, and this is going to be crazy, and people are either going to call me being weird or gonna laugh at me, which honestly, either of those would work. I got this bonus disc alongside Disney's Party. Yeah, Disney's Party. Considered one of the worst GameCube games to ever exist on the console. I played that crap when I was a kid, like, non-stop. How did I think that was a good idea to do that game alongside the bonus disc? I did not think straight at the time. But hey, at least I did a playthrough of it, so I mean, it makes up for that. Even then, I didn't quite enjoy the playthrough looking back at it. Except a couple times, but yeah. That's the game I got this alongside. Well, one last thing I need to show you guys on screen is the Pokemon that Evis and the other guy. Shoot! It's been a while since I battled that guy. What was his name? I'll put it on screen. As well as both of their Pokemon that they have once you have snagged Metagross and Tyranitar respectively. I meant to do this alongside going into Mount Battle, but this was the last second thing. But other than that, that is everything here in Pokemon Colosseum. Real quickly, I want to head back into Phoenix City and sign off my team, give them a nice farewell, as we probably will be able to see them for a while. You guys can check them out anytime you'd like, with a simple playlist. But let's do it in order. Let's do it in order that we actually got them in. I think that'd be the best patronage, unless I hit exit accidentally, and give my final thoughts overall on this project, because it's something really fun. Anyways, let's start with Moonshine, our starter. You proved that you don't need Espeon in order to be very successful. You can do it on your own, the right items, a good moveset like this, and supports to help you out. You've done amazing with the Quick Claw Confuse-Ray Toxic combo, which I normally would never even use on on any other Pokemon game because I knew it'd be stally. But with Colosseum, you have very few options, and I'm glad Umbreon I decided to stick around with. You were well worth being part of the team, Moonshine, even if you were named after alcohol unintentionally. And then we have Vulcan. Jolly Nature, I think, pulled through for some of your nice momentum movesets. Glad you got Flamethrower at the last second. And to be completely honest, I'm glad I have Hidden Power Psychic. That was kind of a surprise, and it worked out to my advantage in some favors. Fire Blast was a fantastic move, and I'm glad I decided Brick Break was that final move. You really did help on the long run. Man Ray, at first your times were rough. You fainted a couple times, and honestly, you didn't have the best moveset. Supersonic, Wing Attack, those we don't talk about. But you definitely improved with Blizzard, and how many times you froze so many Pokemon, like towards like the end game of the main mode of the story, and then some parts in the after game, freezing a lot of those Pokemon was incredible. And for them to stay frozen, you are the status MVP because of that. You are now one of my favorite Pokemon on this team. Well, every single one is, but you might have a special place in my heart, Man Ray. You've proved yourself to be very, very useful. Vindaloo. Gosh, Vindaloo, I'm gonna miss having that Black Belt high jump kick stab with pure power. That was seriously... I don't know what's with me in buttons. That was seriously one of the greatest things. Easily able to knock you out, though you did get hit a couple times by missing and whatnot, which is weird because it's 90 accuracy. How doesn't this like that much? But still, I'm glad I gave you this set that I have. Shadow Ball really helped out. High Jump Kick was incredible to have. Return was good for extra damage, and Detect, well, it was either that or Recover. I'm glad I went with Detect. Oh, hold on. I did not switch you guys out yet in proper positions. There we go. Anyways, Dustin. First off, I'm glad some Patreon actually recommended that name because I intentionally got the pun within that. But you are a great addition to the team, having a good nature both to balance out your physical and special attack without any missed benefits, along with having a good move pull by the end of this. Having Fire Blast available to you for most of it, Iron Tail, Earthquake with Soft Sand was your best thing out there, and for you to help out Man Ray and using Earthquake because of it has been a great blessing. Man Ray and Dustin really worked well together because of that flying type combo with Levitating and whatnot. It was a really good combo. It honestly was. And then finally, Raijin. Well, who knew that you'd be the highest level Pokemon towards the end of this? I mean, you were the highest level when we purified you by having too many experience of 52 because I thought Legendary Pokemon gained experience slower. But it was well worth it. You turned out to have a pretty darn good moveset, and even being able to help out Man Ray with the speed definitely incredible. And I'm glad you got Crunch. I wouldn't mind having Quick Attack, but honestly, Crunch suits you a lot better. And I'm glad you also have another Electric-type move, Spark, to deal with something in case Thunder missed. And yes, while Thunder did miss a couple times for you, it was also fun having Spark and Thunder at the same time. I will definitely miss this team for sure. This team pulled through many amazing obstacles and made this journey easier than I thought it would be, like especially going through the Deep Colosseum where I thought it was going to have a lot of troubles and having to reset a couple of those, but no. Those turned out to be a piece of cake with this team. And it proves you don't need powerful Pokemon. You could just use a Pokemon you're comfortable with, as long as you know where to grind, when the perfect time to grind is, and just having confidence in your Pokemon. I think for the time being, though, I do need to trade back that Jirachi that I have into my Ruby and Sapphire game and hopefully beat that Elite Four there, not entirely sure. And heal up my Pokemon one last time. Yes, ma'am, you can heal my Pokemon for one last time. And as I do that, I would like to sincerely, guys, thank you for watching this entire series. Your support, again, honestly means a lot to me. Every like, every comment, and even every view, for that matter. So thank you guys for sticking around throughout this entire video. This entire video and throughout this entire series as well. And I hope you join me guys next time on my next adventure. Where will we go? Well, only time can tell, really. But I figure, you know what? Might as well enjoy the rest of it while I can. Here inside beautiful Phoenix City. So that is it. This has been Pokemon Colosseum. Thank you guys for watching. If you have missed any episodes, then feel free to check out the playlist down in the description below, the eye in the top right corner, or in the upcoming end slate. With all that being said though, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Until we meet again guys, please do remember to take care.